Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Cooking with Flem. I'm your host, I'm Flem, and today we are not making a hat, we are making, of course, a torpedo steak. She doesn't say torpedo steak, she doesn't do anything I say. But we're making torpedo steak. What is torpedo steak, you ask? I don't even know, because I went online and tried to look up the recipe for torpedo steak, and there wasn't nothing there. So what I did was, what'd you say, Cora? Yes, no, that's my hat. No, my hat. But torpedo steak is, we went, long story short, we went to a restaurant down in West Palm Beach, Florida, and it was this sauce. It was torpedo sauce and went over the seafood. But I was like, this flavor combination was everything that I like about everything. So what I decided to do, I decided to put it on a steak. But we're not going to use the typical cooking method because I don't want to. But the cooking method we're going to use is called Sous Vide. If you look right here, you see what sous vide is, because it's not that complicated, but pretty much we're going to use water in order to make steak. Of course, the water. So yeah, we're going to use water to make the steak.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yes, there it is over there.
I think all the water, the first red done.
That's exactly what I was saying. So let's go and get started. All right, so what we're going to do is say, of course, a steak. Yes, we're in the kitchen and we're going to make steak. Say torpedo steak. Yes, that's exactly what I said. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to go over the ingredients real quick. We're going to make sure we have our steak. We're going to make sure we have truffle oil. Now, truffle oil is very fancy type stuff. Yes, I know. And we have our garlic. We're going to have some lemon pepper. We're going to have some Parmesan cheese. We're going to have some Cajun stuff. We're going to have some Cajun stuff. And we got our bag. Now, you could use a Ziploc bag, but you know, use what you got in your house. Don't really matter. And we got our little suction pump thing. Watch this. Yeah, suction pump thing. You can play with that until we get to it. All right. So we got the suction pump thing, and we're going to make our torpedo steak using the sous vide method very, very quickly. All right, so we're going to get going. Yeah. You're going to fall and get hurt. Now I'm going to laugh at you. All right, first thing we're going to do, we're going to open a steak. Now this steak was in the freezer. My wife actually got it. I didn't even know we were going to have it, but it was there. So I'm going to go decide to use it. Thank you. Do we use it right here? Say no.
No.
Okay, we're not going to use it yet. Okay, you can play with it until we use it, okay? All right, since this has blood and stuff, I'm going to move it away from you. If you eat blood, you might get sick. And if you get sick, mommy's going to get mad at me. But I ain't got nothing to do with that. Because I'm not the FDA and I don't know what to do. All right, so we're gonna cut it. There's gonna be a lot of blood in there. Ew, of course, say ew.
Ew.
Say nasty.
Nasty.
Say daddy, I love you.
Daddy, I love you.
I love you too, Cora. All right, so we're gonna get back to our torpedo steak while Cora is stabbing with the suction thing. So we got the steak right here. We got our ribeye. Let's see if we can go a little closer on this one. Ooh, yeah, fancy. Yeah. Yes. I didn't know what you're talking about. You going away? You went that way? Yeah, you go that way. So my assistant left. She said, I don't like you, Don. I'm going to do something else. But anyway, we're going to get back to our recipe. All right, so we got our ribeye steak right here, and we're going to put just about a tablespoonful of truffle oil on top of the ribeye, okay? And the reason I do this is because I love the taste of truffle oil. I started liking truffle oil when I went to this movie theater, and they put truffle oil on top of the French fries, and it was like, yo, this is delicious. All right, so we put the truffle oil in our little dish thing, and we just flip it one time, just like this. And after we flip it one time, we're going to put half of your seasonings on top of it. That's all we're gonna do is put half of it. We're not gonna put all of it, just half the seasoning. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna, like I said, half the seasonings. Half the seasonings we're gonna use is half of the seasonings on top of the ribeye. So we're gonna put half of the lemon pepper. There we go. We're just gonna put it on there like so. And we're gonna put half of the Parmesan cheese. Now you don't have to put it in any particular order, but I do, like I said, just make sure you put half, because when we flip it, we're then going to put it in the bag. All right, after we do that, we're going to do half of the Cajun seasonings. There we go. All right, half the Cajun seasonings. There we go. All right, my assistant has come back. You ready to go up, Cora? Say yes.
Dad, is it always?
Yes, I'm cooking.
Is you want by the way?
Yes, what Cora said is now we're going to put half of the garlic, okay? We're going to sprinkle a little of the garlic on there too. Now, like I said, it doesn't have to be pretty. It just had to put it on there, okay? It doesn't have to be pretty. Just make sure you put it on there, because what's going to happen is we are then going to put this into a plastic bag and suck all the air out of it. So it's kind of like marinating without all the marinating part. Say marinate.
What did hand dad?
That's exactly what I was saying too. All right, so let's flip this over. We're going to flip it over. And like I said, we know that some of the stuff fell off. It's all good though. Then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Say sprinkle. All right, sprinkle that on there. There we go. Say cheese. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Okay, yeah, we can put the cheese on there. There we go.
Bye.
And say Cajun.
Dad.
Yep, we're going to put the Cajun on there. There we go.
Bye, Dad. Are you Dad?
And we're going to put the rest of the garlic. So rest of the garlic. Oh, well, we forgot our olive oil. So say more olive oil. Say more truffle oil. And if you were at home, you're watching, you might have heard me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Say pour. There we go. Now, if you're home and you heard me say truffle oil and olive oil, it's really just put any kind of oil. It really doesn't matter too much. But I use truffle oil because, like I said, I like the taste because it makes me feel fancy. And what we're going to do right now, we're going to take our steak that we have right here. Say steak, Cora. Say steak. We're going to take the steak and we're going to put it in the bag. Put it in the bag. So put it in the bag. Say put it in the bag. Say, Cora, we dropped something. What you drop, Cora? The baby dropped something. I don't know what she dropped. Oh, she's going over there to play with her sister. Yes, Kelly got hurt. Yes, she did. So after we got all our ingredients into the lovely bag, there we go, all 3 cameras. See, there you go. So once we got all the ingredients into the lovely bag, we are going to suck the air out of it. Now, if you have a regular Ziploc, you can really take it and spin around, and get all the air out of it. But if you, using tools like I got, so this is a nice little tool. So what happens is the bag is closed, and we're really just sucking the air out this way. So it's like a quick, very quick marinade. Don't take no time at all. All right, so what we have right now, we have our steak. We have sucked all the air out of the steak. And then what we're gonna do now is set up the sous vide. Now, what is the sous vide, you ask? Like I said, it's gonna be right here at the bottom of the page. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna put our torpedo steak inside of the sous vide. So I'm back. So if you see right here, I have the pot. I have the temperature set right there. I hope you can see it. The temperature sets right now to 133. I'm gonna cook my steak to a nice medium. It's gonna be like a perfect medium. Now, like I said, that's one of the beauties of sous vide. Whatever temperature you cook it to is gonna be a medium. And if you're in a situation like I'm in right now, where you have a wonderful 3-year-old and a wonderful 12-year-old that's running around saying random stuff, you don't know what's gonna go on, you can set the timer to whatever time you want to set it at and just walk away. And when you get back at the end of that timer, you can do whatever you need to do that time. You can wash clothes, you can read a book, you can watch a movie, you can go cut the grass. It doesn't matter, because in the time frame of the meat, do your research, but in the time frame of the meat that you're cooking is going to give you exactly what you want. So I'm going to set this to the temperature 135, and I'm going to cook it for an hour and 30 minutes because of the size of the steak and all that good stuff like that. And I'm just going to push start. There we go. And it says already the water is 95 degrees, which is a very hot water. Ooh, hot. All right, and all we're gonna do at this point right now is gonna throw this in the water, like so. That's all we're gonna do. That's it, okay? And what is gonna happen is once the water reaches the temperature of 135, the timer is gonna start. And from that point on, it's gonna keep cooking. Then it's gonna be done. All right, so I will see you in an hour. I say hour and 20 minutes. just to check in when the timer is almost done. Just to check and see you later. All right, so I will see you soon. Welcome back to Cooking with Flem, and it has been 1.5 hours. Right in 1.5 hours. If you look at the clock, it says, you know, we got 1 minute left, and I stopped it, but it's all good. So what we're gonna do is click play, and there we go. All right, so it's been 1.5 hours. We've been sous videing this steak, and that's the beauty of sous vide cooking, because you can just do whatever you need to do. Let me tell you what I did over the last hour and a half. I put baby girl to sleep. I wrote on my screenplay. I made a song. I had a couple phone calls with these people and this person, and it's all good. So, but what we're gonna do right now, we are going to then take the steak out of the water bath, and I'm gonna let you know what it looks like, because like right now the steak is done, completely done, but at the same time it looks ugly, very ugly. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna take the water out of the water bath, and we're going to make it look pretty by searing it on the stove for, you know, 1 minute per side, because the steak is already done, because we cooked it at 135 for already an hour and a half. So the steak is done. Not a problem with it at all. We're gonna sear it on both sides for about a minute and a half. And what I want you to do, make it look pretty. If it's ugly, sear it a little longer. If you like your steak, you know, ugly looking, do it. I don't care, because you're eating it, not me. So I'll make my steak look pretty. So I'm gonna show you what my steak looks like before I sear it. Then I'm gonna show you what it looks like after we sear it, and that's it. That's how easy this recipe is. All right, cool. So stay with me while I sear the steak. So there we have my steak right now, and we're gonna put the thermometer in it. There we go. We're gonna put the thermometer in it, and it's registering at 130 degrees, which is a very nice medium rare. And when you eat steak, you want what you want. If you want medium, you got it. You got medium rare, you got it. Doesn't matter, because we can put it on the pan. It's gonna take it up a couple more notches anyway. So as it is cooking, I'm smelling the garlic, the Cajun, all the other seasonings. Wow, it tastes really good. It smells really good. Use your nose. 25 cents is 5 cents is right here. Bam! Just the steak off the stove, put on this thing, and I'm gonna cut it and show you what it looks like. Oh yeah, that is a perfect steak. Look at this. Oh yeah, perfect steak. All right, so what we're gonna do? I'm gonna go get a knife, one of my wife's fancy knives, and cut it and show you what it looks like, what a perfect medium steak looks like. All right, so we got the steak right here, and I'm gonna cut a piece. Now when I'm gonna cut it in the middle, just so you can see what it looks like. I don't even know what it looks like, because it just got cut. It just got cut. All right, so I'm gonna cut it and show you. This is what sous vide does for you. All right, let's cut it. There we go. This is a medium steak, fellas, ladies. This is a medium steak. This is a medium steak. All right, let's see what it tastes like. So here we go. I taste everything. Everything that was in the steak, I tasted. Facts. Big facts. It's all good. See y'all next time. Thanks for following Cook with Flem. I'm out.